Hello everybody and welcome to the 13th episode of the Pokémon Shield Nuzlocke. This is it. This is the big boss fight episode. I have no idea how much story stuff there is to do actually, so it could end up being a little bit long, but I'm going to try and do everything from the Eternatus all the way up to the Leon fight. I think it's like about an hour, but well, not if I keep yapping. Anyway, the fit today. We're wearing the same jacket that we wore last episode, but in a different color. I had the option of white, red, this like caramel color, and then blue. I saw this and I thought actually it reminds me of Mikasa's jacket from Attack on Titan. So I went a very Attack on Titan inspired look, which is very fitting because we're going to be taking on a literal Titan this episode. Eternatus is no joke. I'm hoping it doesn't have Flamethrower because Steel types should wall it if it doesn't, but I feel like it might. Anyway, we can take a look at the team. We had some crazy deaths last episode. In fact, actually, let's check those first. We lost Rose, Bertha, and Victoria, which hurts especially because Victoria has been on the team for a very long time. So we need to replace... I don't think we ever really had more than one of them on the team at once, but we needed at least one new mainstay member. Obviously, we have Winston still. Should I put Woodhammer back on? I think I'm okay with these for right now. Obviously, we have Winston. He's our starter. He's been with us the whole time. We have Edgar, who over-leveled in the last episode. Perhaps could have even saved Victoria from dying if he hadn't over-leveled, but the level caps were just so tight. But this guy's been the MVP of the run. A Light Screen and Reflector so useful when stalling out Dynamax. I need to stop pressing B. Next up, we have Simon. He's been out on the team for quite a while. Offensive Beast. And as we learned last episode, quite fast. He surely has some speed EVs from all the training I've been doing. That's one of the benefits of not using rare candies, right? That you actually get EVs. And he's also taken some hits quite well. You know, he tanked a Shadow Ball from Gengar. Or that was a... No. He could have tanked a Shadow Ball, but I don't think he had to because he outsped the Gengar, which is even more impressive. Sheldon with that Strong Jaw has swept through many teams with both Ice Fang and Crunch, depending on which one we put. And Hazel, incredible. With the Shell Bell, we heal back some amount of health from the Flare Blitz recoil. Can clean up some low HP stuff with Extreme Speed. Actually, our team is very slow, aside from Hazel. And then Simon, which is not incredibly fast, but fast enough for most things. That Extreme Speed is quite good. Last member, I decided to put Irene. It was between Irene and Jorge the Ludicolo, who I have already trained, basically, to not train up somebody new. Jorge overlaps on Grass with Winston and Water with Sheldon, so I figured might as well get Irene. It gives us two new types. The team is going to get reworked before Gigantamax Eternatus, though, because that is another beast entirely. And I don't really want Mons weak to Poison or Dragon, although the Dragon immunity is quite good. I probably will take Weezing, actually, in thinking about it, because Weezing is neutral on Poison, but immune to Dragon, which could be important. Oh, I need to press A, don't I? Because I can switch into it when I'm expecting Dragon moves. I do want something immune to Dragon. I hope I don't get brought into a fight, but like if my memory serves correct, this is going to trigger the cutscene for Eternatus. In fact, maybe I should even take Hatterene off the team in thinking about it right now, because... we have to fight Rose. I forgot we have to fight Rose, and he uses Steel-type Pokemon. There's Leon. We're gonna fight him later. They want to see one of us lose. I want to see you lose, buddy. Wait, hold on. Look at the monitor. What's that? Hello there. Just letting you know. I think it's about time I brought about the darkest day. Like, what is this guy on about? The energy is too much for us to contain. You forced my hand. He didn't have to do that. He could have waited 15 minutes for us to have our fight. And then he'd have two champions. He just wanted Leon, right? Because Leon's the strongest. But if I beat Leon, then I'm the strongest. He could have just brought us both in since we're the two strongest. If he had waited 15 minutes. Let's go. I take full responsibility. This is the real champion time. Bro, champion time is not gonna happen. Stop trying to make that happen. You can help. Easy for you to say. Hold the phone. Where did I hear that name? The Statue of the Hero. Okay, the Statue of the Hero Monostoke. Though it turned out to be wrong since there were two. The Sword and Shield Pokemon. Where to start looking? The Slumbering Weld. That must be the Pokemon. Oh shit, we get an encounter in Slumbering Weld. Weld? I did not think about that. Let me look up Slumbering Weld. Because I think if we go in a little bit, we can get something better. Let's see. So the early part has Hoot Hoot, Grubbin, Squovit, Blitbug, Rookity. And then the northern areas, Butterfree, Weezing, Munna, Stunfisk, Corviknight, or Beetle. Actually, everything is a dupe except for Munna, which I don't really want. Oh my god, wait. But everything's a dupe in the other area except Hoot Hoot, Grubbin, Squovit. Do I actually want anything? Maybe I fish for a guaranteed... Oh, Magikarp. You know, Magikarp's actually not bad. I was about to say Magikarp, Barboach, Whiscash, but Magikarp's actually good. I think that's actually the play. So it's because it's either... I mean, Grubbin is good, but Grubbin's only a 5% encounter, and it's a 50% chance to get a Squovit, which is useless at this point in the game. Like, let's not even kid ourselves. And then it's a 25% chance for Munna, and then 5% chance for Stunfisk. Not the best things, right? I'm here for the shield Pokemon. Did she just give us... Okay, so Max survives. I thought she was going to give us the sword. Do you like my sword, my diamond sword? I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Okay. Alright, get my ass... Well, the Magikarp is only 20%, but that's better than... It's literally the best option. Fuck. Can I... Wait, I have repels in my bag. I've never used these in this game. Let's see what it does. Do they run? Oh, they run from me. Alright, gotta find the Magikarp fish spot. Yeah, I've been here before. There's an overworld Grubbin, that doesn't count. Okay, we should be coming up on the fishing spot. Damn it. Oh wait, no, I think there shouldn't be more... Maybe there's more grass. Surely somewhere there's more grass. Okay, this is the northern part. This is where the strong guys are. Let's pop that other repel. I'm not going to ever use that in my life. Oh, hidden item. Full restore. Yeah, I just have to not hit an exclamation point, which should be easy enough. Looking for water. Oh, there's a Stunfisk there that I can dodge. What is this? Smoke Ball. Actually, that will allow us to get our next, our very final wild area encounter. I was thinking about it. I figured as soon as I get the Smoke Ball, I can just equip that on something, throw a Quick Ball, and if it doesn't catch, I just run. Right? Like, it's way too dangerous to try and actually weaken something there. There's Zamazenta, and Zacian too, actually. Reeled. Lorard. Reeled. Greeled and Lorard. What a thing to say. Alright, there should be fishing in this water. What are you doing? But then they disappeared. Haven't you lost the plot, mate? Find something. Zacian and Zamazenta. A long time ago. They managed to find them. Why did they ever... I don't understand. Why can they make illusions? That's, like, not anything that they should be able to do normally. Alright, catching time. Magikarp, please. Magikarp. Ah, okay, that's okay. I mean, 80% chance to get a Whiscash or a Barboach. It's okay, right? It's kind of what we expected. It was really just a high roll for Magikarp in a place that otherwise has really bad encounters. I can toss a Quick Ball, because we got him, might as well use them. There's only like 2 encounters left in the game. Oh, that didn't catch. Earthquake shouldn't be too much damage. I do resist. Can I knock off? Will I kill it? I might not, you know? 65 base power, probably not holding an item. Yeah, nice. Even a crit won't kill, so I'll knock off once more. This thing could have Fissure, but I'm a higher level than it, so Fissure actually doesn't do anything to me. I'm gonna knock off once more. Nice, and then I can toss, Dive Ball, I think, is for... Well, Dive Ball is not specifically for fished Pokemon, but it's for Pokemon that live in the water, I think, is what it is. Live underwater. Which gets really muddy when there's no Dive HM in the games. Nice. Now to think of a name. Wish. Is it a girl or is it a boy? I think it's a boy. The Whiskers Pokemon. It's a girl's. Alright, I'm gonna think of a girl name. Actually, you know what? You know, Wish is like Faith, right? Which is a girl's name. So we got Faith the Whiscash. Good box. Wait, it's not Wishcash, it's Whizcash, isn't it? Yeah, it is Whizcash. About Whiskers. I still like Faith. It's a cute name, so we will roll with Faith. Girl Cell. Phantom Force is in here. Mental Herb. Life Orb is in here. Oh, we want to get that. Take a look at that. Yeah, now that we have our encounter, we actually can explore a little bit more without fear of running into some random bullshit. Sword and the Shield relics. I like how these were like literally just here, like the entire time. Sonia's doing so much research, but she didn't even think to just come to this place that's like a couple meters from our house. I will take this shield. Rusted shield. It also is there's a quirk to these. They're not placed into your bag, I think. You just get them, because I guess you could technically trade them to a different game if they were put in your bag. Like, equip it on a Pokemon, and then trade it. They could have easily made it, though, so that you can't equip it on a Pokemon that isn't Zacian or Zamazenta, so then there's no way to get rid of it. And then, obviously, certain items can't be sold. Or they could just make them a key item until it's time to use Zacian and Zamazenta. Was I supposed to top the hop? I actually don't know. Let's find out. Oh, yeah, he's gone. Oh, nope, he's just not rendered in yet. What does he say? He's probably at Hammerlock Stadium. Okay. Not yet. Okay, Hammerlock Stadium is where we go. After we get Life Orb. Don't really care about Misty Seed. Mental Herb could be useful. Definitely want Phantom Force, though. So Life Orb and Phantom Force are the 2 things to get in here. Nothing that way. Okay, cool. Thanks for taking me that way. Let me just make sure my audio is recording. I did do some recording in it. Okay. I'm gonna mute desktop audio. That should be fine. It shouldn't mess up anything as long as I remember to mute it in OBS or in editing software. Oh, here's something. Elixir. Yeah, I played my most recent Draft League game today. Very exciting. For these are probably coming out asynchronously, so that is my quarterfinals versus my friend Colin. Very exciting. Check that out. If you haven't, or if it's not up yet, check that out when it comes out. I'm not sure how these are getting uploaded at this time. Oh, and this is the Mental Herb. We still need that Life Orb, though. Life Orb. Oh, mana. Oh, what would we have gotten? Okay, Orbital is a dupe, so it doesn't actually count. run. I wonder if Orbeetle's good into Eternatus. It's a psychic. I was thinking I don't have many psychic types. Orbeetle technically is a psychic type that isn't weak to poison, which is the problem that Hatterene has. Misty Seed. And then this is probably where Life Orb lies. Oh, that's another fishing spot. Life Orb at the eastern path of the deeper part of the forest across the water. Oh, we probably need to go back. It says across the water, which means probably across the bridge. I guess I'll just run back there, and then we can meet back up. You know what? I think I'm stupid, right? I can swim. Yeah, I was wandering around in here, being like, where is the Life Orb? I forgot that I can ride my bike on water. Okay, I never would have got that if I didn't look up where you, like, how to get it. Alright, anyway, it is time to go to Hammerlock Stadium. I can't call a flying taxi where I am now. Alright, I have to get... Oh, I can go to Hop. Hop knows how to get there. Not this way, though. Okay, you know what? I feel like it is about time to get our last encounter. We can take a look at what the weather's like, and we'll just get it now. It is hardcore snowing, which I think actually means that there could be some steel types there, so that could be worth it. In that case, regardless of whether it's steel or ice, I'm going to lead Hazel, and I'm going to give her the smoke ball that we just got. I'm going to encounter something, and if I think we're in danger at any point, I'm going to run, is what we're going to do. We're going to toss a quick ball. Hazel should live any hit once, and we can just run. We could potentially get an ice type, which... You know, we're a little bit late in the game, but it's usable. Yeah, there's steel types here. Good, nice. Okay. That is a Bisharp. That's not our encounter. He fucking is aggressive as shit and ran at me. Let's see, what level is it? It is 55, okay. Same level as me, but with the smoke ball we can just run. Just in case. There were Noivern here last time I checked, which could have destroyed me. Alright, this is our encounter. And it's a Berserker, which is fucking horrible. I hate this mon so much. My least favorite Gen... what is this? Gen 8 mon. Unless Sneasler counts. Sneasler might be one of my least favorite Pokemon of all time. I felt vindicated when it became hated by everybody due to how it plays in VGC. Okay. Let's see... Sheldon levels up, that's good. Some EXP. What is Berserker's, first of all, gender, and then nickname gonna be? Gender, female. Okay, we need a Viking girl name. I guess we'll just call it Helga. That's like the generic female Nordic name, right? Helga. And she can go to the box. Alright, now, to Hammerlock Stadium, which is really close to where we are. We'll just fly up there. And that feels good to get actually every encounter possible now. It feels very good to just be done with our encounters. Oh, the music is different. We can take a look at our guys, actually. We got a couple new guys. Still have only one box because we killed 3 of them. Battle Armor is fine. That's a bad nature, though. And Whiscash is Anticipation. I guess warns us about grass-type attacks. And that's an okay nature. Whiscash would appreciate the bulk, though. Yeah. That's good. Now, it's time to prep for a fight with Chairman Rose, and I suppose that means it's time to drop Hatterene from the team. Everybody else can probably stay, in all honesty. I will change a couple of movesets, though. But, who do we want to drop in favor of for Rose? So let's see. Rose, give me that item, please. You know what? We'll just drop, we'll put Ludi on. Ludi's good. Very capable, resists steel, just a good one. And we will give Ludicolo the leftovers, and Hazel gets the Shell Bell back. And finally, I want to teach Stomping Tantrum to Sheldon. Just to, you know, have something that hits steel types. Okay. I think this is the squad we're going to roll up on Rose with. I hope we're not... We're probably like 2 or 3 levels below. I didn't make a level cap for this, so... I don't know. We could be very underleveled. Oh no, that's usually how it goes. What did I give Ludicolo? Did I give Ludicolo leftovers? Who was best with leftovers, actually? Probably fine on Ludicolo, right? It's the same. Of course. Okay, into Hammerlight. Let me just double check that. Does Ludicolo have leftovers? Yes. Is that the best thing? Maybe Rillaboom. Honestly, Rillaboom is not going to need the Grassy Seed for a while. I'm going to give a Citrus Berry. I'm down to 2, so after we fight Rose, we should go farm some more in the wild area, but I'll just do that shit off camera. Nobody wants to see that. Okay. Let's go into the stadium and maybe get our shit kicked in by Rose. I don't want to lose Monster Rose. Okay. Did I lose him? I did lose him on to, yeah, I lost, Victoria to Raihan. Mr. Raihan. Ah, the underground power plant would collapse. Rose is down there. Go down there. If that were to happen, please save him. Yeah, we gotta go down there and fucking fight him, because he's gonna be aggressive. The energy plant, this is a new area. I don't think there's any Pokemon here, though. It'd be cool if there were electrodes here. Oh, no, there he is. Not rendered in yet. He's gonna render in any second. What do you have to say, Hop? What is this place? We need to help Lee. He's gonna render in any second. There he is. He rendered in. That's actually so funny that he just wasn't there. I wonder... That probably wasn't a bug, right? I'm stopping the darkest day. Pardon? I'm doing something terrible. I don't expect you to understand. Oh my god, dude. I am not looking forward to fighting Dynamax Eternatus. That shit is gonna kill, like, multiple Mons. Okay, here's the Rose fight. As Cavalier, okay, I mean, I love Steel types. As a Steel type enthusiast, I say we don't claim Rose as one of our own. I've heard good stuff about his brother Peony, but I've never played the DLC, so we'll have to see when we get there. If we get there. If we make it through this episode. This just kills, for sure. I'm gonna take a bit of damage. To be expected. That's a huge amount of recoil to take. But then we heal some back with Shell Bell. I'm a big fan of Shell Bell strats. It's more than we get through, leftovers. I guess, actually, if we protected every other turn, we might get more. But then that could let him set up, which is fucking terrifying. Clang, I don't want to let this thing set up, so I'm going to obliterate it. And at the first opportunity, I want to get Corviknight in to get a screen or 2 up for his Gigantamax Pokemon. That should kill. This might do some amount of recoil. Okay, half, and then heal a little bit. I should be able to kill 1 more with Hazel. Oh, I need to pay attention to the levels. What level are these? Ferrothorn. I'll kill this one. Is Magnezone in this game? No, Magnezone was added in the DLC. So I'm fine. After Ferrothorn goes down is when we go to... Iron Barb's not too much damage. Recoil's gonna put me real low, though. We switch after this. Yeah. No Pursuit, as I've said every time I get low. Really nice to just have off my chest. Jorge. Berserker. Perfect opportunity to come in with Corviknight, set up a Reflect, and then get the fuck out. Okay. Corviknight in. Let me just double check I'm not fucking misclicking anything. Like, I killed, well, luckily I didn't kill Excadrill, but I almost killed Excadrill by misclicking into Corviknight. Throat Chop shouldn't do too much. Ooh, that's strong. After a Reflect, I should be okay, though. Oh, I'm fast. Oh, that makes sense that I'm faster. Berserker is not known to be fast. Screech. Okay. It could have close combat. It does learn close combat. And that is the most damage it has into Corviknight, so maybe I do not switch Excadrill. Maybe I'll go Winston. Winston, it should see Steel types moves as the most damage, so... Let's see, is it close combat? Throat Chop again, okay. I'm gonna stay in with Winston. I just need to have 3 turns of screens. I should have 7 turns remaining, 6 turns. Okay, because the switch took 1, yes. Stomping Tantrum twice. Bam. Nice. Screech. He missed. That's really good. I Stomping Tantrum for the kill. And then G-Max Copperage comes in. And Copperage has a lot of HP, so I can't actually kill it with Arcanine. Maybe I should have saved some HP on Arcanine. I think I just have to rely on Excadrill to kill it. We protect. I have a 5 turns of Reflect at this point, which is really good. It does get ground type attack, so I don't think I can go into Excadrill until it's undynamaxed. But I have a lot of guys to switch through. Like, I could go Ludicolo, probably. Tank a hit, protect, then go Excadrill. I like that idea, actually. Let's see what he's gonna do. He's probably scripted to go for Steel Spikes first, right? Yeah, Steel Surge. No damage. I actually might be able to stay in and take another one. Yeah, I'm gonna stay in and Stomping Tantrum. Let's do some damage. That's pretty good damage. Steel Surge again should do 4 times the amount that it just did. Oh, I have a Citrus Berry. Nice. I can actually protect the last... I think I actually just kill this with... Because I'll do double that. No, probably not. He's probably not candied up. But I will protect. Why not? Oh, my Reflect's gonna wear out. Oh, but... Corviknight Waltz is forever? I think. And also this is Steel Surge, which is not Steel Spike, which means he's not getting defense, which is really important because that's how I lost Machamp. How many turns of Reflect do I have? Is this my last turn? Yes, I will stay in while the Reflect is up. Actually, I think I just kill, unless he crits me with Iron Head. If it's Sheer Force, also, this Iron Head might do more damage with that 30% boost. Let's see what this is. Heavy Slam. I'm very heavy. That would have killed without Reflect. Screens are huge. I'll Stomping. He's gonna heal. Oh, he doesn't heal. Okay. Well, Rose is down. No deaths. Very nice. Excellent. Whew, now all that stands in my way is Eternatus. The fuck am I gonna do against Eternatus? Oh my god, that mon is fucking terrifying. Most impressive. Can't be helped. Okay. Should have captured it. If you're curious, you can take the lift up. Discouraged. What is the move? Wait, I need to look up the move Spotlight. That's definitely one of the ones that got dexited, right? Because I remember the move Spotlight was introduced for Battle Royales. Yeah, it cannot be selected. I was about to say, what if I used the move Spotlight on Hop's Pokemon? Because I know Shiinotic used to learn it. I could Spotlight Hop's Pokemon and make Eternatus target Hop every turn. That would be fucking hilarious, wouldn't it? Okay, I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna heal at the Pokemon Center just to get full PP and all that shit. I need more Citrus Berries too. Gotta do that. It's on the mental checklist. But before all that, we gotta find some Pokemon to bring to Eternatus. We need to cater a team specifically built to stall. This is going to be a fight where I think I'm gonna protect every single other turn, and just let Hop and the legendary Pokemon do a lot of the heavy lifting, because this thing is a fucking beast. Okay, we do not want Pokemon that are weak to poison on the team. That's important. We do not want Pokemon weak to Dragon on the team, which is just dragons, you know, that aren't Duraludon. Hazel is a contender to stay on. I'm also just going to take the items of the guys that I know aren't coming, or that I'm not certain are coming. Okay. I said before, I don't know if Eternatus is going to have Flamethrower, but if it does, it can tear through my Steel types like fucking butter. So that's what I think Arcanine will stay. Sheldon 2, maybe. Rock does resist poison. That's a poison resist. I think Sheldon will stay. I'm going to get rid of both grass types, though. And in favor... You know what? What level does Bertha... Oh, this is Gloria, not Bertha. Hippowdon, Gen 8 Learn Set. What level do you get Slack off? 62. That is within the level cap, but that's really fucking high. What? I don't think it's is Max Eternatus. As long as I don't see the moves, I'm fine looking this up. Level 60. How should I do this? Should I do it so that I can only level to Eternatus's level? Or should I do it so that I can level to anywhere below Leon's level? Okay, well, I think this is my best squad here. We'll have Hazel to potentially take any fire-type attacks that it might have. It could have Flamethrower. I'm not actually certain what its moveset looks like. Edgar's great. I might lead with him, get up a light screen just immediately. Simon can deal some big damage if I need that. Sheldon can resist poison and deal some, still amount of damage with Stomping Tantrum. Cassie is here as my Dragon immunity that's not weak to poison. The big thing about Irene and Filbert is that they're both weak to poison. Cassie is not weak to poison. And then last one, Gloria. I've decided that I'm pretty sure the Eternatus is going to be at level 60. Gloria will learn Slack off at 62, but I'm not going to over-level it. I don't even know if I will bother leveling to exactly 60. I'll just see how the grinding takes me. But I was just scrolling through. First of all, I think Gloria is just my best option. Having something that, the problem is that all of the guys that I have that are resisting... well, I have 2 poison immunities, right, with these 2. But they're weak to fire. This one is not weak to anything that the Eternatus should have. It shouldn't have any moves that can hit a ground type for super effective. I also set up Sandstorm, which will chip it just consistently. But then I saw Rest, right? I'm like, what if I actually just gave each Pokemon 1 or 2 moves that hit Eternatus, then the last 2 moves Rest Protect? That's pretty fun, actually, because I should have the TM for Rest. Obviously, Edgar's going to keep screens, I think. But then, let's just imagine Earthquake, Smart Strike, Rest Protect. Liquidation, Stomping Tantrum, Rest Protect. Actually, not Liquidation. Probably Ice Fang, Stomping Tantrum, Rest Protect. Ooh, this guy doesn't have great moves. I'll have to figure something out for the move slots. Maybe Will-O-Wisp, actually. Will-O-Wisp could be good. Or Thunder Wave if it learns it. Maybe Will-O-Wisp here. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But I'm going to do a bit of grinding. I'm probably going to get these guys to... I might go to 60 with these 4, and then I'll probably have to just train these 2 on their own, because they're way lower. But I'm going to do that, and I will meet back up with you guys once I'm ready to take on Eternamax Eternatus. And we're back. We got everybody trained up to level 60, and I have some crazy sets here to show you, as you can probably see by my items. Starting with Corviknight. Holding the Light Clay as usual, but I have replaced Reflect with Rest. The idea being that I think Eternatus only uses special attacks for the most part, so that I don't need Reflect, so I can replace it with Rest to get a one-time heal. No Chesto Berry, so that is a one-time heal. Drill Peck for consistent damage. Steel Wing, I didn't feel like I needed to risk the 10% chance to miss, when especially the Defense Boost doesn't even help me if I get it right. And just want consistent damage. I think this battle is going to boil down to a war of attrition, because we're going to be joined by Hop and Zacian and Zamazenta. So we actually just want to stall and keep our Pokemon alive, and let them do a lot of the heavy lifting. So I think getting a light screen up early is important. Next up we have Sheldon with Ice Fang for consistent damage. It's Strong Jaw boosted and super effective, so that'll be actually pretty decent damage. It's our best move. Then we have Dig. So the idea with Dig is that every other turn we're going to protect. But, that's 1 in 2 turns, right? Every other turn. If we can protect into Dig, that's 2 out of 3 turns that we're stalling for, right? So that's really nice. I do have Rest, and I do have a Chesto Berry, so I can heal fully twice with Rest, is the idea. Next up, we have Cassie. We have Strange Steam, just for neutral damage. It actually doesn't get any moves that hit Eternatus super effectively, so neutral is fine. Confuse Chance is nice. I considered Will-O-Wisp, as I mentioned, but Eternatus is a special attacker, so we would just be using it for the damage, which is okay. It's good damage. But I think Screech actually might be better, because all of the Pokemon on my team except for this, and Hop's team, I think, for the most part, and Zacian and Zamazenta, obviously, are both all physical attackers, right? So this Screech is going to put in huge dividends for our just overall damage, if we can just get one off. And then, obviously, Rest Protect with the Chesto Berry, as I mentioned. Neutralizing gas, I guess technically we could switch in and out versus Zacian and Zamazenta and give them each another boost, which only matters on Zacian, but that's interesting. That does work that way in this gen. Next up, we have Hazel. Flare Blitz is obviously resisted by a dragon such as Eternatus. I could have kept play rough, but I didn't want to miss. I figured Extreme Speed's good enough, especially when we're going to be clicking Dig most of the time anyway. Rest with Chesto is quite good, and Protect to stall. Next up, we have Simon with Earthquake for consistent damage, Rest for stalling, or Dig for stalling, Rest and Protect like everybody. Chesto Berry, and then Gloria has the exact same moveset. That's the squad. We can take a look at the bag, too, because something interesting happened. Obviously, I've got Chesto Berries equipped on everybody. I didn't actually have Chesto Berries, or enough Chesto Berries, so I had to go grind some. I also got some Citrus Berries. Where are they? Right there. For our fight with Leon later. And while I was grinding, I got a second leftovers from the Citrus Berry tree, which, I mean, I knew going in that that's something that could happen, but I thought that was, like, super rare, so I didn't actually expect to ever get a second leftovers, and I didn't feel like grinding for it, because it does feel a little bit overpowered to have 2 leftovers, and, I mean, well, we have it for essentially one fight, right, in the real game, the base game, at least. Just Leon. Everything else is, and I'm kind of glad we didn't get it early, because it would have been very powerful, and, it is fun, you know, thinking of, like, all the different items that you can use, and not just putting the same item on everybody. Now, this technically is a different area, yeah. So we, like, if there were Pokemon here, we could catch... I mean, I guess there's one Pokemon here, right? That guy right there. But, I mean, we actually do have to catch that Pokemon. I'm pretty sure it's a scripted catch. Like, you have to catch it. The game won't let you not catch it. But I'm not going to use it in the Nuzlocke. It would be trivializing to use a legendary like that. Actually... I have no idea what the Isle of Armor looks like, but I think that you get to use Kubfu and Urshifu, which, you know, might be fun. But that's post-game, right? That's a different can of worms than using Eternatus in a Nuzlocke. I'm going to catch it, and I'm probably just going to transfer it up to Pokemon Violet and just use it in VGC, right? If I feel like making an Eternatus team, which, spoiler alert, I probably won't because it's not very good. Well, that is actually cool, that Charizard protects me and Hop from... getting killed as it breaks a Pokeball, which is something that's, like, never happened before. In the games, at least. I think that's happened in the anime before. Alright. We have to fight this fucking beast. This thing is terrifying. It legitimately... Wait. Do we fight it normally? Oh, we have to fight it normally. Don't have Flamethrower. Cross Poison. Okay, wait, we're good, we're good. I was not prepared to fight it normally. I mean, it's okay. My team is equipped to deal with it, right? This shouldn't be doing, like, any kinds of damage. We also get to scout its moves. It is a wild Pokemon, too, so it has random AI. I want to see Scout for Flamethrower. It does have Flamethrower. Okay, good. I hope I don't die. Oh, that's a crit. Oh my god, Corviknight's dead. This is bad. I should have just switched. It's a wild Pokemon, has random AI. I think that means that I'm also going to be leading into the next fight with a dead Pokemon, so I just have to immediately switch. That's really bad. Dynamax Cannon. This is really strong. That's a crazy animation. I can't believe it crit Flamethrower. Corviknight would have lived, too, I think. Would lived a regular one. This is going to be a lot of damage, though. Nice, okay. I should have just switched. I was being stupid. I wanted to scout, but I could have scouted with anybody since I had random AI. I mean, I was out of my element. I was kind of shocked that I had to fight it normally. I thought it was purely the Eternamax form right off the get-go. Maybe I don't get healed. That would be... I hope I don't, because Corviknight is technically dead. And it would actually be better for me, because I'll be leading with somebody that isn't Corviknight that I just have to immediately switch. Please don't heal me. I have to do this without a light screen up. Okay. It is cool that they incorporated a Terra raid battle into the actual... Okay, I did get auto-healed. This is really bad because I have to switch. Because Edgar is technically dead right now, so I just have to let somebody take a free hit. Right, Edgar is going to... I think Cassie is my safest switch. But it's really dangerous with no, with no light screen up. I can't use any moves? Wait, what? And the swords and shields. Do we just wait? Is that what we do? I forgot how this works. Can't use moves. Onyx, use the shield. I got it. I guess I did get a free switch, right? So it didn't actually change anything that Edgar died. Well, I mean, I don't get to use my best Pokemon for Leon, which, I mean, to be fair, Leon is going to have a Charizard. And also, because I picked Rillaboom, he's going to have a Cinderace, which is like... Well, I mean, I'm not going to say that I planned it from the very beginning, because I didn't. I just wanted to use Rillaboom because it's funny monkey. But, him having 2 fire types is very nice, because the less type variety he has on his team, the better for me. Okay. This theme is awesome. I thought that it took a couple turns for them to show up, but I guess I was remembering the scripted turns. They didn't have to do all that. They could have just taken the items from us. Didn't have to change forms. I have to leave with Edgar again? What? Come on, stop! Edgar's dead. Don't bring him out like this. Alright, Cassie. This is my best switch, right? I've seen that the poison type attack it has is physical, and I am immune to the dragon type attack. Howl. That's boosting everybody's attack. That's really good. Except I'm a special attacker. Zamazenta sets the light screen. Let's go! I didn't have to play without light screen. Max Wormwind. That's not into me. It's into... Oh, by double. Oh, with a thing. It takes it. Attack. Double edge. Come on. Ooh, that's not a lot of damage. That's not a lot. Thanks to Sashin and Zamazenta, that is. Okay, I didn't take a hit, so it didn't actually impact me that I had to switch out of Corviknight. Behemoth Blade. Alright, I wish I could have had my Screech off. If I had led with Wheezing, I could have had the Screech off. That's good damage. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Behemoth Bash, very nice. Dude, these moves got so cucked in Gen 9. The animations are not even nearly as epic. Dude, he just rams into him. Max Flare. Oh, Zamazenta? Okay, you tanked it. Oh, they might not come back if they die. They might just be gone. Double hitting him. I'm so slow compared to these guys. Alright, Screech. I'll Screech again. Zamazenta might die. Also, Zacian probably dies if it goes for Max Flare into it, because it's so much less tanky than Zamazenta. That should do a ton, though. Yeah, oh my god, the Screech is huge. I really should have just scouted for the first one, the first phase. I didn't have to lose Corviknight like that. Is that dead? Not yet, not yet. Next Zacian hit will kill it, though. Is that a barrier? What is that? He got rid of their stat changes. I can actually switch out of Weezing at any point and give them their boosts back. I guess not the Howl boost. Oh, and they were also dropped, so it doesn't actually change anything. Here's my Screech. He should go down to the next hit from Zacian or Zamazenta. Top Sense and Snorlax, a physical attacker, very nice. Capitalizing on my drops. I'm gonna Strange Steam at this point. I forgot that he only gets one attack every turn. This fight really wasn't that hard. Because I thought he'd get 4 attacks. He only gets one on one of us, so that doesn't kill yet. I'll kill it. I'm gonna kill it. No, Zamazenta's gonna get it. Very nice. We defeated Eternatus Eternatus, and unfortunately lost our best Pokemon in the process. But, you know what? Okay, it's time to catch it. I also did transfer in my Master Ball from my other game, because I think Eternatus looks really nice in a Master Ball. So, and this is the only way to get it. You have to transfer Master Ball from another game. So I'm going to do that. And it's kind of a flex to be like, yo, I got an Eternatus in a Master Ball. Everyone's gonna be like, yo, did you gen that? What the heck's going on? Nope, this is legit Eternatus, and I have video proof, because I transferred the Master Ball in and then caught this legit Eternatus. And it's like one of the few Pokemon that Master Ball actually looks good on, too. Oh, and they even show it there? That's awesome. Yay! Oh. What is it, the Wishing Stars, I guess? Or maybe that's the power of Zacian and Zamazenta dispersing. Oh my god, look at that just jump away! We did it. What happens then? Do we just teleport back to the hotel? I think that's what happens. Yes. Back to Windon. 3 days later. I guess we would have to reconstruct the arena, because everything got fucking exploded when the Dynamax pillar shot up. Rose turned himself in. He's even lamer than I thought. I slept like the dead. He's insisting on having a championship. Okay. This episode is not over yet. We just fought the big boss, but the bigger boss still remains. But first, it's time to say goodbye to our dear friend Edgar. Probably the best Pokemon we have had all run. Dead to an unfortunate... Look at Eternatus! Just in my box. Okay, Eternatus can go... I'll put it in the death box just down there, because it's not technically like an encounter that we can use. Gosh, I'm very sad to see Edgar go. He was the cornerstone of so many... Probably every gym fight. I think except Kabu, right? I think Kabu was the only one. Maybe Nessa also off the squad, because I was afraid of her water type. But basically every gym fight that he was a Corviknight for, he was incredibly important, because those dual screens were ridiculously good at stalling out Dynamax turns. Oh, I'm gonna miss him a lot. Machamp and Edgar and Victoria, very sad to see both of them go. Whew. But anyway, it is time to plan for Champion Leon's team. Now, I know Champion Leon uses a Charizard. I know he uses an Aegislash. I know he uses a Cinderace. And I think the rest of his team is relatively well-rounded. He probably has a Water type on there. He probably has a Grass type. They probably give him, like, a fully different team per, what, like, starter you gave him. I do think Cinderace is probably the worst one for him because it's the only one where he's going to double up on a type. But it's time to prep for this. And I've thought a little bit, right? I've thought, well, I know Simon's coming. Well, actually, do I know that Simon's coming? I know Hazel's coming for sure. I do want a fire immunity on the team. I feel like Winston probably comes. Gloria we can take off for now. We can put Irene on. Just for now. Okay, so everybody knows Charizard is weak to rock, right? That's just like the big thing. And Stealth Rocks deal half of its damage. Well, I have 2 Pokemon in my box that can learn Stealth Rock. One of them is Opal, which is an Onix, which could evolve to Steelix, but I think if we're going to do the Stealth Rock strategy, I think as an Onix is actually better. And, you know, if we're going to keep it an Onix, then why not just bring a Gigalith instead? It's unfortunately not a Gigalith that can set Sand, but I do think it is worth it just for the Stealth Rocks. We lead Gigalith. Let me see, actually, maybe Gigalith could learn Screens. I mean, I really doubt that it can learn Screens. Yeah, no Screens. I do think I'm going to bring it, though. I think Gigalith is on the team. So, that is also a check for Charizard, a check for Cinderace. Oh, what else would he have, though? What else does Leon have? The Aegislash is the only one I know for sure. So I need to check for that. I guess Simon is a check, but not a great check, in all honesty. Maybe, I mean, Bertha's, that's making me really water weak when I have... I don't think I can't afford anything else that makes me weak to water. Aegislash hits for Ghost and for Steel and probably Fighting, too. Ghost, Steel, Fighting. Do I have something that resists... I mean, Ghost Fighting is perfect coverage, right? You can't resist all 3, so maybe just Ghost Fighting. Or Ghost Steel, I mean. I mean, I guess Hazel. I guess Hazel is my Aegislash check. What's this team weak to? This team's weak to ground. 3 ground weaknesses. Want something for... Oh no, my flying type is dead. Oh no. My only good flying type is dead. Sigilyph? Let me look at Sigilyph's moves. Does it get... It gets dual screens. You know what? Air slash Psychic dual screens? As a replacement? Then we'd switch Irene, I think. Because we don't need 2 Psychic types. Do I have any other flying types? No, right? Except for Butterfree, which is severely outclassed at this point in the game. Okay. Do I have a Dark type? No, I killed my Dark type, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Skuntank actually would have been really good in Aegislash. Damn, my type diversity is really bad. Because I fucking killed all my good... Oh, I do have a Dark type. Octavius, but that's also a Psychic type. Wait, maybe this learns. Malamar Gen 8 Learn Set. It probably gets dual screens, right? Light Screen and Reflect. Superpower within the level cap, then Night Slash and Psycho Cut. That's a lot of moves. That's an option. I do have Contrary, so if I hit King Shield, I get boosted. Aegislash check. That's interesting. I will put a pin in that. I'll put the guys that I'm considering up here at the top. I guess Onyx can go up at the top, too, technically, because it's a second Stealth Rocker. Is there ever a consideration for Weezing? No, it's weak to ground. I can't add another ground weakness on the team. I can't add another ground weakness, and I can't add another water weakness. And I don't want to add another fire weakness if I can help it. Because I know he's going to have 2 fire types. Pokemon's not weak to ground, not weak to water, not weak to fire. Probably not weak to ghost either. Not weak to ground, water, or fire. And obviously I'd want to add another type. I guess we can add Annabelle, but the problem is Annabelle is weak to dark and ghost, both of which Alistair's also weak to. But if we replace Alistair with Inkay, now it's not weak to dark and ghost anymore. Is this our squad? Dusknoir, Inkay, or Dusknoir, Malamar, Gigalith, Rillaboom, Arcanine, Excadrill. How does that feel? I wish Hippo learned Rocks or Excadrill, because if they learned Rocks, I could get rid of this Gigalith and put something that actually like helps some amount. Wait, what's does Dusknoir get Levitate? I don't think so, right? No, Pressure. Damn, if I had Levitate, that would be perfect, because it would be my ground immunity. I mean, if I'm doing this, then, like, what's stopping me from bringing... Instead of Simon, what if I brought Clay instead? I wish I knew Leon's full team. Let me look at the list of Generation 8 Pokemon and see if something jumps out at me. I don't think he has a Corviknight because Hop has a Corviknight. Don't think he has a Toxtricity. Maybe a Surfetched. He's got a Dragapult, I think. I think he has a Dragapult. So in that case, maybe I bring Weezing. Maybe I don't bring Annabelle. Maybe I bring Weezing instead? Or Filbert? I don't think I can afford Irene into a Dragapult. Filbert, maybe. I think this might be the squad. I'm very weak to ground, though. I have... 1 resist to no immunities. Jesus Christ. Does Malabar get Sucker Punch? No. I do think Malamar's worth it, though. Does Leon even have a ground type? But then again, Winston is not used for anything, right? Winston is not used for either fire type, so that means it is for the ground types. I think this is the squad. I think we're going to bring Hazel, Simon, Winston, Rocky, Octavius, Cassie. I think that's it. That's the team. I have a lot of training to do because I got 2 guys in the 20s that I have to get up to, and everybody's going to go to 65 and have optimal movesets that aren't optimized for Eternamax Eternatus. So I'm going to get on that. But that's going to be a problem for future me because it's getting late tonight. This is going to be a long one, I think. And we're back. We can take a look at the squad. I've got everybody trained up to the level cap of 65. So we start with Rocky, who has the Smooth Rock item equipped, which will extend the duration of our Sandstorm, which could be pretty important in, you know, setting up for an Excadrill sweep, potentially. Because, like I said before, Leon obviously has his Ace Charizard, but because we picked Rillaboom, he's going to have a Cinderace, which is, you know, 2 Mons weak to Excadrill. Excadrill was faster than Alistair's Gengar, which is base 110, which probably means that he's faster than Leon's Charizard as well, unless it has, like, EVs or something. Or I guess it gets a max Airstream boost. But it probably isn't going to be faster than base 119 Cinderace, so Sandstorm will be important. Stealth Rock is huge, because Stealth Rock is going to deal 25% to Cinderace and 50% to Charizard, which means even if it's Gigantamax, we might still just kill it, right? Because it gets... well, I don't even know if Leon would have max candy, but if it does, it's 2 times health, but it's at half HP, so it's just a regular Charizard. Rock Slide for damage, Protect to stall. Winston, I kept drum beating, or Stomping Tantrum, I mean, because, like I said, Leon's going to have a Cinderace, and I'm pretty sure he's also got an Aegislash. Kept Knockoff because he has an Aegislash, and I think he's also got a Dragapult. Like, the 4 Pokemon, I think he's got Charizard, Cinderace, Dragapult, Aegislash. So, I'm building around that, and then the rest of the team is relatively balanced, I think. Item is Leftovers. I don't feel like I'm going to need Grass too much, so Leftovers. Simon's next. We've already talked about Simon 100 times, except Focus Sash this time. I did remember, and I think that could maybe save me in case the Cinderace outspeeds me, or in case I don't find a chance to get Sand Up. Could also just live a Gigantamax move from Charizard, kill it before the... obviously, its Gigantamax move is going to set up the Firestorm, which will kill me, but if I can kill it before it kills me, it's scripted to be the last Pokemon, so I won't die. Hazel's next. Flare Blitz Extreme Speed, Play Rough, Protect. Leftovers on Hazel. Technically, Shell Bell will heal more in bursts, but I think if I protect every other turn, as long as it doesn't have setup, I'll get more HP out of that. Cassie is up next. This is sort of a Dragapult check with the Black Sludge. Strange Steam, Sludge Bomb, Will-O-Wisp, Protect. I just wanted a Fairy, right? And I didn't want to bring Hatterene because then I'd double up on Psychic with Octavius, who is like Clay with the dual screens. Incredible strategy that we discovered through Corviknight, but we can do here. Also has Contrary Superpower, which could be pretty good in getting set up. So, let's take on Leon. This, I am very nervous, because if he has one Loose Cannon Pokemon that I don't have a check for, I'm just done, right? My team is, I've got 4 ground weaknesses, Jesus Christ. 1 ground resist. 4 ground weaknesses is kind of crazy. I am... Does he have a Rhyperior? If he does have a Rhyperior, Winston should check it. Wait, I get to go in my plain clothes? Oh, I probably have to register at the desk, don't I? Or maybe there was some flag I had that I missed by flying here. Yep, I'm ready. It's crazy that I can read that. That says Wind on Gym. It's supposed, like I've said before, they try not to use English characters, but Wind on Gym is really funny. Alright. There's Leon. God, I'm nervous. It would suck to get this far and lose to Leon. At that point, I guess I just accept that I lost the Nuzlocke and just catch the Zamazenta anyway for VGC, since I'm this far. But I really do want to win, because I want to go on and continue on and do the Gen 8 DLC. Like, that would be really fun. Alright. I don't know what his lead is, actually. I do have Sturdy, though, on my Gigalith. That's the one saving grace, is that no matter what it is, I'm guaranteed Rocks Up. Even if it's a Water type or a Grass type or something. I feel like he would have a balanced team, but I don't know who the last 2 are. He leads Aegislash, okay. I'm just gonna get Rocks Up. He might be scripted to King Shield. I don't actually know. I think he looks cooler with the cape on, unfortunately. Alright, Stealth Rocks up. Yes, scripted King Shield, perfect. Okay, now who do we go on Aegislash? I guess we go Malamar, don't we? Because even if he King Shields... That's one of the reasons I picked Malamar, thinking that he had an Aegislash. Because even if he King Shields my Night Slash, I'm going to get an attack boost from that because I'm contrary. Now, I didn't even think about this until just now, but the Cinderace could have Court Change, which would smoke me, right? Then he'd move this hazards to my side. So I do not want that to happen. Flash Cannon, this is non-resisted. Jesus Christ. That's ridiculous. Okay. I think he's probably going to try and go back into shield form. No, he did not go back into shield form. Maybe I live. Maybe I live. Because I'm +1 and with the light screen up now. Yeah, I live. Okay. Now I Night Slash. This is going to kill. Because he's in sword form. That's one down. One down. Super effective hit, yes. Jesus Christ, I got the screen up. The screen up is good. I wish I had 2. But it's anything now. No guarantee what comes in next. Haxorus. Does he have a Haxorus and a Dragapult? That's 2 dragons if he does. I actually just lost Octavius there if I didn't get the special defense boost. Oh, I guess I would have Night Slashed if I did. Well, maybe not. I was a little bit greedy. Alright, please be a dragon move. Come on. Yes! I got him. Alright, do I burn or do I Strange Steam? I'm gonna Strange Steam. I think I might actually kill him. Oh god, that's strong. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I guess that's the power of a team that has coverage on it, right? Kill, please. Yes! That's 2 down. And I have sacks. I might actually have to sack Cassie. Or not Cassie. Yes, Cassie, but also Octavius. Octavius is kind of done after this. Seismitoad. There is a water type. This is a job for... I'm going to protect, because I do have leftovers. Or Black Sludge, same thing. I think Winston should be able to come in, take anything from this except for Poison Jab, but there's no way it's going for Poison Jab on Weezing. Got a little bit more health back. I guess I did waste a turn of my screen. Go on, Liquidation. Earthquake actually too works. Yes! It's better because it can't defense drop me. Okay, now I kill. This should bait Cinderace too, probably, which is good because then we can go to Gigalith on Cinderace, get Sandstorm up, then kill. I like that a lot, actually. We Drum Beating. Should be faster. Yep, get the kill. Nice. Okay, there's the Water type. I was worried about a Water type. I didn't know what Water type he would have, and he was very weak to both Water and Ground, actually, right? So I'm glad to get that out of the way early. That's probably the only Ground type, too. So is it Pult? Cinderace, okay. Alright, as long as we don't see Court Change, we're in a good spot. Alright. 2. Rocky. No Court Change. Pyro-Ball, nice. This is one of the moves that lost so much aura in Gen 10 or Gen 9. Light Screen's gone, that's okay. Sandstorm up. Fireball again. Okay, I was worried about High Jump Kick, so that's good to know that it maybe doesn't have High Jump Kick. That's ridiculous damage for resisted though. That's crazy. Okay, we got 8 turns of this, which means we can get Excadrill in at any point and go for a kill. I'm going to stay in once more. I do just straight up die to a High Jump Kick if it just goes for it. Okay, Powerball again. Even a crit doesn't kill me. Burn's the only bad thing. Nice. Hit, nice. Hit, this should kill. 2 mons left, one of them's Charizard. And we have Sand up now. Is it Dragapult? It is Dragapult, okay. Okay, the safe thing to do here would be to sack. Safe thing is to sack. I think I do sack. I hate to sack, but I think it's the correct play. Goodbye, Rocky. Oh, wait, no, Rocky lives that because of Sandstorm. How much does this do? Can I get away without sacking? I don't think I can. I think I have to sack somebody. It's the correct play. Sorry, Rocky, you did a great job, but I did have to sack you here. Maybe Octavius was the correct sack. Simon comes in next. This is just 100% correct. No, I think Rocky was correct because I have a ton of rock types and ground types and stuff like that. I've got a ton of them, but I don't have a lot of... I think... what's his name? Octavius, I think, is my only remaining dark type. And I think one of maybe 3 psychic types that I have. Should be faster than this Pult. Yes, because of Sand Rush. And Charizard is in last. Alright, he's coming in, taking Stealth Rocks damage. Ridiculous amounts of HP loss. How many Sandstorm turns do I have left? 2. Alright, I think it's time to go for Rock Slide. He's going to Gigantamax. If I miss, I die. This has to end the battle, otherwise I die. Alright, come on. Hit, kill, hit, kill. Yes! We did it! Oh my gosh, we defeated Champion Leon. We did have 1 death along the way, which is very sad. But it was a necessary sacrifice. Wow. I was very nervous about that Rock Slide missing. In my mind, I saw a path where I missed and just lost my favorite guy, Excadrill. But Simon pulled through, got us the win. Whew. Oh, there's our mom and Hop. I'm the champion. What a fight. What a game. I really enjoyed this game on replay. Of course, it still does have its flaws, right? Like, Rose being terribly written. But it does, I mean, and it's also very linear, and the routes are a little bit, leaving something to be desired. But I really enjoyed it. Now, of course, I don't love Dynamax, but it actually does make a really cool boss fight mechanic when you don't use it yourself. I really enjoyed the gym leader fights from a Nuzlocke standpoint where you're not Dynamaxing. It's very cool. Anyway, I'm not gonna... I actually could theoretically get copy striked for this cutscene because cutscenes tend to do that. But if you enjoyed this series, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.